Oh lord.
Oh lord. Oh lord.
Maybe.
Twitter was.
Oh, what's up?
It's just Tritters.
Yeah, it's just Tritters. Hey guys,
The
thank
whole,
you.
the whole campaign is Tritters.
Welcome to the stream, everybody. Well, this is episode 1.5. Going to be a little bit of a shorter session, but hopefully we'll get to find out some things about the world that we're building together, and hope you enjoy the story.
Sheesh!
Fucking disclaimer.
I know.
Every one of you.
That ain't no disclaimer.
Disclaimer.
Critters. That's the intro.
Switch on your own.
You have to start every episode with
Sheesh!
No,
Also,
Make sure
another
you
disclaimer,
include the
like,
phone out
turn us
microphone.
down.
it's happening.
Thank
It's
you for that
happening.
microphone and
Critters.
everything.
Make
Terrible.
sure the microphones are recording. Like,
Yeah.
I've made sure I've tested it. Don't worry.
Just wait till the end of this and he'll be like, I have no audio.
Oh no, I didn't record video.
Yeah, I didn't record video this time. Whoops.
Alright.
I've got everything.
Let's go.
Buddy, episode 1.5.
Yeah.
Who wants to recap what happened in episode 1?
So I'll do a small recap then. Right. So last episode, Eric and Brunier came back to the village after being banished for the past 12 years. Technically, Eric wanted to spend this time with his sister on her special day as being, her coronation day as Mistress of the Hunt, which is a druid circle. Sorry, it's not a druid circle, is it? It's a religious group. It's the religious group of the Canes.
Yep.
So after coming there, the Duke was present with his 5. What were they called again?
It's another family. They were
the Bourbons.
No,
The Bourbons. So the Bourbon as bodyguards for this Duke, who made a nice sweet deal with our friend, or with the younger son, Thuriak. And that was to wed Jum and his sister together.
No, it was
wed Jum.
What I'll do, I'll let Lika take over now. You've started us.
Okay.
Okay.
So, essentially, with my character Yum being ascended to Mistress of the Hunt, essentially it means that she becomes sort of a religious paragon, as even though she's a member of the adopted Khainian family, she still has a lot of importance in the community and that sort of thing. So that's basically a way of reflecting that, especially since her brother Eric was banished. So essentially what happened last episode was, imagine it like a big festival day. There are heaps of people around, everyone's come out having a good time, even though it's really cold, and then the Bourbons roll into town right as Jum is about to finish the ascension ceremony, and we hear a shout of assassin from within the crowd, and we witness one of the sons of Bourbon, Alexander, take a lethal wound to his chest and throat.
Hold up.
No,
So,
no, he's not.
He was. Hold up. So he was the Duke of Peloa, which is where you're from, House of Thalios, and he had Bourbon men with him. So he had another house's men as mercenaries.
Okay, right, I misunderstood. That's my bad. Yeah, sorry. As you're figuring out watching the stream, like, this is a homebrew world, so we're all still trying to wrap our heads around it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, essentially, Jum, who is a Circle of Stars druid, was trying to pump this dying man full of healing magic. Nothing was happening, and the rest of her family took off like lions hunting for prey, and tried to chase the assassin down, but he disappeared.
Haha.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, do I still have Hunter's Mark on the mans?
No.
That lasts an hour, so yeah, technically.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah.
would. Yeah.
I still have it on him. Oh.
Can you, while we're going, can you quickly double check what Hunter's Mark does, so we don't get confused?
Yes, of course. Sure.
Thank you very much.
I know it. It pretty much gives you advantage when tracking them with perception and survival. It doesn't tell you exactly where they are. You
It just tells
can
me
get
whereabouts.
No, it tells you nothing besides, oh, I'm going to track him. Oh wait, his trail ends here. There's nothing else to go by.
Advantage, wisdom, / perception, survival. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
So
exactly.
it doesn't give. It doesn't. It's not
Wait.
magically telling you where he is.
Why does it say? Why does it say versus target SL3 8 hours SL5? Oh, spell
So,
level.
spell level, yeah. If you upcast it,
Okay,
you
okay,
get longer
Sorry.
duration.
My
Oh,
bad.
good, oh, good. So, here we find ourselves. We have recently dragged your father, Arvid, from where he fell around the house back around to where the Duke has fallen. You're currently surrounded by a few hundred of your fellow countrymen, as well as it was four Bourbons who are currently very confused and very aggressive as well, not really knowing exactly what just happened. So what are we doing?
Well, Eric was the one who picked up father's body and brought him to Jum to try and heal before he passed. But you guys didn't make it in time, so he's just standing near his body on his knees. Well, actually, he's on his knees right by his body, holding his hand.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else? What are we doing?
I will go over to Freya, and I will try and comfort her because she literally just dragged out Dad's body.
Are you taking the Freya?
Not so great.
Tears, a little bit of whimpering.
Yeah, tearing up quite a bit.
Freya, it's okay. Come, step away. You need some time.
Just gonna go play with him.
Okay. I lead her to Jum because I know that she's better with these.
Yum is with the body.
Yum
Yeah,
is
Yum is
by the body.
with the body. Yum,
From
Yum,
the
Yum,
body.
No.
To the body.
Because she was from the father's body. Now she's going to
No.
the other body. No, are they both at the
No.
same place?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just take her away, away.
I picked up father from her when she was dragging. I picked him up and carried him all the way to Jum, right next to
Okay.
Alexandra's body.
Sorry, I missed that.
It's all good. Don't stress.
I think Jum
You
is.
just fuck.
Yeah, you need to
got
fuck.
it, got it,
Shit.
got it. Sorry. Shit.
I think
Um,
Jum is probably like she's got one hand on Eric's shoulder and the other arm is cradling her dead father. Like,
I'm gonna ask Freya. Did you see anything about this man? Anything in particular?
Not really anything in particular.
Nothing. Any jewelry, markings? No. Nothing. Okay. What happened to the guys who were who started surrounding Eric? Did they?
They're kind
Did they
of
leave?
now pushing towards where they're currently pushing towards Alexander's body, and they're kind of getting quite aggressive, trying to push you all off it. Not so much pushing off Yum because they can see that quite clearly she is a healer of some kind.
Okay.
But everybody else like shoving all of the Thalians away.
Mhm.
Except maybe Eric, who is currently cradling his father.
So they know some respect not to push a man who's literally by his dead father's side. Okay.
Yeah. What happened?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
He looks back towards you, Eric.
I'm not paying attention to him, but if you're saying something to me, I'm
Drop a-
and
He'll drop a
Unless
little
he's-
bit of a kick in your shoulder. Answer me, boy. What was it?
what was what?
We were busy trying to fucking arrest you. And look what happened.
Clearly not doing your right job, aren't you?
Eric!
Hey, listen
And
to
Jum's
me,
gonna
mate.
punch him.
Yeah, no, and he was getting ready to draw swords, and when that happens, he kind of backs off that little bit.
I'm sorry. All I heard from the crowd was a call of assassin. And Alexander here he was bleeding, and I tried to help him, but it's like my fire went out. I couldn't push it through
hell
him
you
like it
talking
normally
about?
works.
Pushing fire through. What the hell are you talking about?
The way my magic works is like you stoke a fire, yes, to get it warm and big and bright and everything, so you can forge things out of it. That's how it works for me, and I couldn't do it with him. It's like there was something inside him stopping me from doing it because he wasn't dead when I found him. I tried.
Comes up and you'll start looking him over, not really treating Alexander from a face value a hell of a lot of respect. Kind of grabs him by the jaw and lifts him up, and you get a clear view of where the actual skin around the wound has actually rotted away and back, and so it's just the bone standing there, about maybe 1.5 inches or so around his jugular. He kind of flips him around a little bit, and whatever the fuck he hit him with was fucking nasty.
It stinks.
His sister's gonna want to see this.
At this point, Eric would stop cradling his father. He would actually start walking towards...
Moment you stand up, they draw swords.
I'm not even going to pay attention to him. I'm walking towards the family house, and I'm just going to walk straight there. Ragya!
Ragya's not here, buddy. Ragya wasn't here all day.
I'm going to head straight... Oh, okay. In that case, I'm just going to start walking straight inside. From memory, my father's office.
Your father doesn't really have an office.
Well, where he would where he would spend time. Like, I'm thinking paperwork.
Remember, this is a very Nordic style society. There's not really a lot of paperwork in general.
But letters of sorts.
Yeah, he'd probably have a
like a study,
various like cupboards. No, I wouldn't say it was a study. I'd say there's more so just a collection of cupboards and stuff. He's an old man who mostly just kind of he just led his people, man. He's got a total of about 200 odd people in this town. There's no need for a big study or anything when you're just handling, a few hundred people.
War room then? I'm pretty sure we would have had an old war room.
A war room? Yeah. No, you'd have a throne room of sorts.
I'll head to the throne room then.
Does Freya look like she's calmed down a bit? Or, like, from my viewpoint? Or is she still a bit in shock?
I think she might still be a little bit shocked.
Okay.
Just because she had to drag a body.
Okay. I'll just keep, like, talking to her, like, calming her down a bit then. Yeah.
I will angrily move away from my dad's body, and I'll go to the place where I saw Eric come from, and I'll cast Detect Magic.
Over where Eric came from? So are you saying around the house, or...?
Yeah, around the house. Where the murderer teleported.
So you're going to go over there and cast Detect Magic. Yep. So as you directly go over there, I'm going to specifically rule in this game that Detect Magic will allow you to pick up traces of magic.
Mm-hmm.
Like which redeemed a skull.
Yep.
It's a work night, Liquor. It's a work night.
Skull.
Yes. Skull. All right. So anyone new in the chat, we do have an option to give everyone in the game a round of drinks by redeeming the channel points. It doesn't have to be alcoholic, but if you want to hit the skull button, we'll all take one with you.
I will give you the audio.
Oh, that bourbon hits differently on a weekday.
That's going right in the quote box. Oh no, the bourbon hits differently on a weekday.
That calls for another one.
Next time it's going to be the rum. I promise.
Good Christ. Okay.
Why is the rum gone? Sorry.
I mean, it is really almost gone. I've only got a few shots left.
Yeah.
Alright. So, from this point.
So, as I was saying, if you... I'm going to be rolling the Detect Magic all to pick up on traces of magic. Mm-hmm. Not just immediate magic, as it does say in the books. And so what you will be able to know is that you find a weird kind of magic. It doesn't fit into any of the traditional schools of magic. Hold up. But if you were to pick a school of magic, that it's closest to, kind of like a bastardized version of conjuration.
Duration.
Not quite conjuration, and you would know enough of the arcane to know that this isn't normal magic.
Okay.
Blood magic.
Perhaps.
Well,
That was a random guess. I'm just not right. God damn.
Yeah. So while that's going on, the sergeant arms, the man who followed you down the mountain, Turiak, is going to approach you. You got to come inside. You can't stay out here. You might come back.
I don't think you will. I don't think you'll risk it.
All the same, your father trusted me to protect you, and you're going to come with me. And pick you up, and we just lead you towards the throne room.
I'm just out of it. I don't even.
Yeah. So we currently have Eric and Turiak in the throne room. Anybody else want to do anything outside while we're here?
I think. Where is Arvid's body? Is it still like on the ground?
Arvid and Alexander are pretty much right next to each other.
Okay. I'm going to close Alexander's eyes and leave his body with his people, and pick up my father's body and take it inside.
Okay. So we still have Freya, Brunye, and Jost, I believe.
I'll suggest to Freya to go inside, maybe like to the throne room, go somewhere warm, grab something, like make sure, I don't know, just make sure she's warm or something.
Yeah. What about you, Jost? What are you up to?
That I'm gonna take her into the throne room.
You're into? Okay, my bad. I thought you were recommending she goes. What about you, Brunye? What are you doing?
I have no idea.
You just want to go with the party?
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right, so we're going to follow our party inside. Now, when you first go inside your gigantic hall, there is, as you first enter, there is maybe a room that's about 35 feet long and about 50 feet wide. There are two very long tables, that are symmetrical on either side of the room, running lengthways. And on the far side, there is a large throne that is covered in all forms of hides and different coats and stuff that give it a very warm and soft feel, despite the wooden appearance of the throne. The floors all around as well are made of very luscious, a mixture of wolf and rabbit hide to try to give the floor a little bit of cushion. There is a fire off on the right-hand side, as well as there being a collection of wood kind of stacked up just off to the side of one of the tables. And directly above that is a window, which you used to throw the wood in. What else? It's very high vaulted ceilings, and beams do hang quite low, being that Brunye would probably need to duck under them as he walks in. Largely a place built for humans, not so much for Goliaths.
Voice.
Tritters, where do you walk to? Sorry, my bad. Eric, where do you walk to when you enter the throne room?
Mainly, I'm looking for like any form of documentation, if there is any. Like I know that they probably don't keep track of a lot, but there might be outgoing letters.
I really get a lot. So, looking for outgoing letters in particular, can I get an investigation check for me, please? First roll of the night.
Who from?
Let's give him some energy. No, it's Tritters.
Okay.
Give him some energy, guys.
Oh.
18.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah.
16 plus 2, don't have investigation. and
We
stuff.
take those.
Okay.
We take those.
With an
Hell
18, you're able to find a small stack of letters with a gold leaf back and parchment front. They are very beautifully woven with almost like it was sewn together more so than just put together. There is a wax seal that has been broken on them, and this wax seal contains. Actually, make a history check for me real quick. See about your knowledge of this. Yep.
Okay. That button. History. I'm proficient with this one.
Beautiful.
Another 18. Rolled a 14 plus 4.
Hey!
You know this to be the seal of the Gilded Lords. It's a universal seal that all of Thousand Lords have. However, all of these, when you open these letters and you start peering through them, you realize that it's not normal. It's not a normal letter. It's poetry, and every letter has a reference to somebody known as the Khainian Gold.
The Khainian Gold.
Yes.
At this moment, I will leave Tuffy, my owl, with Freya, and I will just go over and like absorb what's going on with my father.
Yeah,
I haven't had a moment.
Yeah. So Tritters is still. This is still. He came in here a bit earlier than everybody else.
Yeah.
So at this point in time, I think Toriak would be wandering in.
Okay.
Yeah, being carried.
Yep. Toriak.
Do I see?
You see him digging through stuff. You're kind of taken aback at first to see what he was flicking through, and you see him pull out a stack of letters that your father has been receiving for years now, that he's never let you see. And he's now reading them, like one after the other.
Eric, what the fuck are you doing?
Finding potential leads. I'm going to hunt this fucker down.
Should be mourning your father.
You're not wrong, little brother. You are definitely not wrong. Right now, I just want to get some answers, and then I'll have my moment to mourn.
You think I'll let this go through like this?
What, me trying to find answers on who
You
potentially came and assassinated?
here today.
On what? You think I
What
brought
the
some
fuck
assassin?
happened? Yeah, and now you're rummaging through father's letters.
To find out who the
How
fuck
do you
did
think
it?
that looks?
You
Why
think...
would it be in his letters?
That's clearly because he doesn't
If-
trust you to be
if-
king yet, does it?
If he had any suspicion this might happen, he would have warned any of us. He would have warned you. He would have warned me. He even would have warned you. It's not there.
Did you know, over the 12 years I've been gone, father has not sent me a single letter?
Well,
You think he would go
Right.
out of his way to warn me over something?
well, any of us, he would warn us. Not you, maybe, whatever. But just leave those letters, man.
I think I've gone through about 80% of them. Boomer? Mr. DM?
Yeah, so in particular, the letters they seem a little inconsequential.
No
They do
dates,
paint
nothing.
some very beautiful scenes in your head as you read them. Never really been one much for poetry.
No.
You do hear references of the Gorge of Cater, which is just off to in the central of the Heartlands, near the Great Lakes. And
The
you
Gorge
also
of what, sorry?
Gorge of Cater, which is Kador.
Kador. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And
The Gorge of Gador.
Kador.
Kador. Yep.
That's the thin bit of mountain that just gently opens up to allow you to access the Northern Heartlands. And by any chance, you also by some chance you also make some kind of a reference to you're able to draw from the bit of poetry, the inference of the golden coasts of Debrief.
Golden Coast.
There's a lot of other places he describes that you can't quite put your finger on exactly where.
But I know, like, these two places.
These two, yeah. The way he's describing them is just like, oh yeah, no, there's only one place that could be.
Okay, so I've got pretty much. To me, I have 2 leads right now. Right. And how many of the letters have I gone through? Most of them, or all of them?
Gone through all of them realistically at this point in time. They are very short poems, about 6 to 8 lines long. You don't really feel like there is a story to them at all. It honestly just feels like poetry out of context. And you will I will eventually. I never actually got around to it because I wasn't planning to play tonight, but I will actually send you through those poems.
Thank you.
So, yeah, from there, Toriak, you've confronted him. I think at this point in time that it was Yum and Arvid who came in next, right?
Yeah. At this point, as soon as I see Father come in, I'll put the letters down and I'm gonna slide a handle.
Oh,
yes, okay, all right, go for it. Toriak, can I please get a passive perception from you, please?
Big Bad Wolf is saying stop the game and everybody praise the cat. So
I'm reading.
Everybody praise the cat.
Praise the cat.
Praise the cat.
Maybe.
All hail.
All hail.
What's your passive perception? What am I rolling against?
11.
11.
Not there.
Ooh.
Ooh. So I rolled a 6. No, I rolled an 8, but I get a +6 to sleight of hand, so 14.
Yep. So it's gone.
Yep.
It's well hidden.
I make it look like I popped it into where I found them.
Yep. Right up your sleeve. That's exactly.
Yeah, just pretty much just like, yeah.
I'm gonna go next to you and help her out.
Yep.
Carry the body.
Following them very shortly afterwards is going to be Freya and Yost. And I think Brunda, wow.
Brunya.
Brunya. Yeah, no, I just had a stroke there.
Horrible.
A little bit. Anybody smelling it burnt toast? Burnt toast, anybody?
I'm smelling burnt lavender, so that might be something new for me. But yeah, so Brunya comes in behind them very quickly. What are you going to do with Arvid's body?
I think what I'm going to do is, are there any big tables like in the room that we're currently in?
There are 2 enormous tables.
All right, I'm going to go and place him gently on one of the tables, and probably like rest my hand on his face for a second, and then go and find someone from my druid circle to help get him ready for burial, or just to help clean his body. Yeah.
Oh, thank God that you are all safe. I was getting worried.
We're not all safe though.
The hobgoblin who was with you this morning.
Yeah. We're not all safe, Garrick.
He was old. You let him go. You know how much pain he was in. Leave him be.
Was murdered.
No,
he'll then go up and begin to inspect the collarbone, the chest, seeing for any wounds or anything. I do not think so.
No, Turiak, I don't think our father was murdered. I think he's
He pushed himself too hard.
He's been sick for a very long time.
He did not want us to tell you.
I'm sorry I kept it a secret, but I had to. He made me promise.
It's okay. I don't blame you.
Besides, I know who the killer was.
Gotta
He
keep
turns
it-
around and looks around at everybody just kind of staring at him. It was the mist. Soul's influence. It penetrates our city.
You mean to tell me some spirit killed?
No. Soul will find the bodies of those who get lost in the mist, and he will breathe them a second life. There is no murder here. They kill Alexander, because Alexander was no king. They would not kill Arvid, not ever.
You're saying that the mist materialized into an assassin and killed Alexander.
That is what I saw.
If whatever killed Alexander, it smelled like death and rot. You trying to tell me that the mist has that in there?
Yes. They pick up the body and they give it new life. They serve soul forever, but they maintain their vows. They would never hurt Arvid.
I'm not. Clearly, I have much more to learn as your mistress of the hunt, because I did not think that the mist would be able to hold something so deadly. It doesn't smell like anything from here. It doesn't smell.
I must admit, I have never witnessed it myself. But
But how could you be so sure?
The stories speak of the ancient spirits in the mist.
Do I overhear this?
Yes, you do. And you have never seen any spirits in the mist.
Yeah. I just straight up call bullshit. I go up to him and I'm like, this is not some religious story. This is murder.
He now stands up. He corrects himself, pulls his robes pretty tight, and stands up. And what was previously a very hunched over and rather plain appearing hobgoblin now stands tall and proud, and is now about an inch taller than you, Yost, and stands over you. I will not have the little runt of the litter talk bad about the gods in this house.
Garrick,
Go get lost in the woods. Go find yourself in the mist.
Unlike
Join
you.
them.
No. Unlike you, who's afraid of the mist. I go in there. And I hunt for
Alright.
you so you can eat.
You can see him. He's getting quite aggressive at this point.
Garrick,
Because remember, he is not Khainian, so
I just stare him dead straight in the eyes.
fighting. You would know this. Fighting is allowed between you two.
I just stare him in the eyes. But I don't show
Aggression.
any being upset with him. I'm just upset with how he can believe that this is just some religious prophecy.
All right, hold up. Let me
I'll walk over to the
natural
figure.
one. He is
yeah, I
going
think he needs
to
hostility.
Bad
Wolf.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to thunder thunderstep. Make a
He's gonna hurt everybody around us? Around it?
no. At this point in time, it's just him and Yost that are together.
Okay.
Oh, so the room's
Wait,
that
and he
big,
rolled the
big.
nat 1.
No, he rolled a nat one to see-
one to see what the hell you're going on about.
Oh,
To understand why, you're making a very very
complex.
complex.
Yeah. Fair.
No, you're making a very conflicted statement to his.
Yeah,
belief.
exactly.
No,
That's
I'm not trying to be personal, but I feel.
I
like
know, but
No,
that's what that one was for,
Yeah,
to
yeah,
see
yeah.
whether he felt personally attacked, and he did. So, can you please make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
7 plus.
Oh, that's a fail.
Yeah.
That's a fail.
That's 10.
Yeah, it's not
There
gonna.
is
It's not
no
gonna
way
do
you're
it.
doing
It's not gonna do it.
You had to roll above an 18, buddy. That's
Oh
not gonna make
god.
it. So, that is 3d10 thunder damage.
3d10!
Yeah.
You might be fucking gone. here.
3d10! I might be freaking on the
Uh,
floor!
That's fine. After Garrett attacks him.
That's 13.
Okay. Oh
Um,
my god.
Yeah.
13
God,
thunder
yeah.
damage, and the and Garrick just is gone.
I'm down
There
to
is
10.
a large burn strike in the center of the floor.
Oh my god.
Where the
Is mahogany. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that is mahogany.
Oh my god.
Just
After
had to, I'm
I
sorry.
see him take the damage and look around for Garrett, I'm going to pull him to his feet
Mhm.
and grab him by the lapels
Mhm.
and get right up in his face.
Mhm.
I don't care what you think yourself, but you can't stand here in front of our dead father, and I drop him, and talk shit about what he believed in, alright?
At
This is
point,
the
I'm gonna
only
go-
way things make sense to them.
I'm just gonna walk up behind Jum and I'm gonna put my hand on her shoulder and just Jum. He doesn't understand properly.
I know he doesn't.
Come on, let's get prepared.
I don't know about you fellas, but I'm going into the mist to find whatever the fuck that was. I have to know it's not from here. I have to know, because if I let that grow where I walk, I am responsible.
Your master at arms, Turista. Sorry, I should say Turiak. Comes up alongside you. We cannot follow them into the woods. You need to stay safe. We have procedures, cultures, customs we need to follow. A amount of revenge can change that.
This is not revenge.
A
This is
mountain-
me doing my
you-
job.
You
I
do as
am
you
going.
please, Yum. This is not your place, mistress. With all due respect.
She's gonna just say nothing, turn on her heel, and walk straight outside.
Turns back to you, Turiak. You stay. Looks to everybody else. All of you can go. All of you. And points to you in particular, Eric. You definitely can go. You have been nothing but trouble since you got off the boat.
I don't know what you're talking about. I literally came here and played a song. And apparently it's all my fault. Are you going to pin this on me?
You arrived today. He was breathing yesterday, and he won't be breathing tomorrow. And he spits at your feet.
He's a Kane, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
I love
Bright
this
I'm
guy.
just gonna get.
I love this
I'm gonna
guy.
walk straight into his face. How tall is he?
He would be about 5'9". And as you do that, he draws two short swords from underneath his ribs and draws them out and just leaves them at his side. Ready, because
I'll get in the way.
to give you a bit of an idea, he has no idea whether or not you still hold to the old ways.
You think?
So he's
Oh,
ready.
We're losing
Who
people.
left?
It was buddy Brunies.
Roonies.
He's missing on any story. He can hear me.
Okay.
I'll
So yeah, I'm just gonna just get into his face and just be like, "You think I would come here to bring trouble to my sister's coronation day?
I don't even.
My
know you
family
anymore,
means
Eric.
more than you possibly think."
Listen,
No.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
as you cut him off, the short sword is rested right there in your collarbone.
I push into it. You fucking listen.
And as you push into
I
it,
would-
he twists his blade back because he's not allowed to spill your blood.
Exactly.
You little shit.
Oof.
Yep.
Just straight up playing against your throat. Go on, bitch. Let's see it. I
But
got
yeah, no, keep going.
You don't kill me! I kill me!
Shit, where was I now? Yeah, I'm just
listen
gonna
here.
push right into this blade and watch him as he flips it.
He's not impressed.
No.
You
I've
will
had
learn
blades.
respect.
Oh, I know
It's
respect. Oh, I know respect.
Then
Do you
prove
know
it.
respect?
You have no place here. Leave.
No, the only person that kicked me out of this place is fucking dead. Technically speaking, that banishment is only from the Golden Thrones.
And the throne still rules Peloa.
What
Your
if I
father
fucking change
respected that.
Oh,
But go change it somewhere else. Not here.
Oh. You're like fucking Kane. And I walk past him, just barge into his shoulder and just walk past. Walk
And
out.
you hear him mutter a lot of very unkind words, which would get Liquor kicked off Twitch. I muttered under his breath.
He mutters under his breath. Good, keep it to yourself. Don't got the fucking balls to say it to my face. Out the door.
Thank you for making sure I do not get banned!
I'll look disgusted at the guy who just
wait, Oh yeah, no, he's gone. He left the room. He's gone.
Oh, okay, good.
He's back in the droid circle.
In that case, because I was gonna run after Yom after that. Like, yeah.
I'm reading chat. I'm responding to chat. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, everybody get in the Twitch chat. We got people in here who want to know things about you!
Want to know about characters?
Yeah, they want to know about characters.
We can do a little character thing at the end of the stream when Boomer dips.
Actually, yeah, that's a good idea.
'Cause I'm pretty sure I
yeah.
have not explained my character.
No,
No.
no.
So moving on. You're not going to be death staring because he's not there, but
I'm just gonna
bloody-
run after Yom and
you're going to go after Yum. So yeah,
and Eric.
Yum's gone. Eric is just left. Yep. And so I believe it's Freya and Toriak left in the room.
no, and Freya as well. No?
Yeah, Freya and
Freya
Toriak.
and
both
Toriak.
of them. And Brunyer as well. Brunyer's just kind of watching.
Chilling.
I would have said, Brunya, let's go. As I'm leaving.
You watch your best friend get into a fight. What do you do? Just follow him.
So,
I wanted to do something so bad, but no.
He can handle
was
himself.
Freya able to hear that conversation?
All of it. They were screaming at each other face to face. And for reference, you just to put that into context as well, you don't see a lot of violence. That kind of shit doesn't happen here. No one gets in each other's face.
Would I be able to sneak off and follow this guy?
Which one? The thunderstepped?
Hmm?
Which one? The one that thunderstepped? Because the guy that was just screaming in Eric's face is still there with Turiak. And the one that thunderstepped away, you would know would be in the druid circle.
Then I'll just stay.
Victoria? Mm-hmm. Alright. So, what we're going to do is we're going to fast forward to the next morning.
What's the name of the guy who thunderstepped me? Would I know?
Garrett.
Garrett. Okay.
Garrick, isn't it? Or is it Garrett?
Garrett with a T.
Garrett.
Garrett.
Yeah, okay, my bad.
Okay. Garrett.
Yeah, so Garrett. Moving on from there. So what are we going to do for the rest of the night, guys?
I'll probably... Sorry, go on.
I know what I want to do. Yum is going to pack a bag,
Mm-hmm.
wait for it to get properly dark.
It's already proper dark. You guys were dancing around in
Okay.
almost pitch black.
I'm going to take a bag, a small bag, put on my stalker cloak,
Yep.
and disappear into the mist.
Okay. At this point in time, the mist has receded quite a bit, but you know.
I
easy
know
enough
where to go to get there.
Yeah. Is anyone going to go? Are you sneaking off without anybody else, or with anyone else?
I kind of don't really care too much. Like, I know that if there's going to be anyone in my family following me, it's probably going to be Freya.
Freya, I believe
wrong.
Freya stayed with Turiak.
Oh, okay.
I reckon at this point in time, she's just not... like, she's never seen a dead body before, unlike, I think, everybody else here. I think she's the only one who hasn't seen a dead body. So I think she's in a pretty big fucking state.
Okay.
Eric...
Actually, okay, hang on. Let me retcon that a little bit. I want to go and see Freya first. I'm going to pack my bag, and then I'm going to go straight to Freya.
All right. So we'll touch on that after we go around the group.
Cheers.
Sorry, my bad, Eric.
I was actually going to go to where Jum's house was, and I probably would have caught her in the action of packing.
All right, yeah. So that's before. So that's going to happen beforehand. We'll do that first.
Yep.
Turiak, what are you doing?
I'm gonna comfort Freya, and Is there like any records hut? Anything like that, like a library kind of thing?
No real library. Most of the
Passed
kind
down
of
knowledge, yeah.
it's passed down. It's very verbal. So if you want to learn something, you'd probably have to go talk to Garrett or Liquor. Sorry, Garrett or Yum, either or.
Okay. Then if Freya is willing, I'll bring Freya to Liquor's house too.
I think just purely based on logistics of the campaign, I think that you guys would wait there, and Liquor's going to come to you lot.
Okay, fine.
While your Master at Arms is kind of explaining everything it's got to do.
Okay.
So, Eric, you the door is wide open, and
what about Yost? What's Yost doing?
Yeah, what is Yost doing actually?
Think
Yost is just eating some food. Probably gone to the bar to relax a little bit because he's.
So you'd be in the same room as Freya and Toriak. That giant room that you guys are in is the eating hall.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So I'm just eating, sort of keeping my words to myself. I'm upset internally about Garrett. I'm just sort of steaming over it.
Mm-hmm.
Holds a bit of a grudge.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, that makes sense. So what we're gonna do is Eric, like I said, you come up to Yum's house and you see her angrily throwing things into a what looks very similar to like a leather saddlebag, but it's just tossed up over her shoulder.
By the way, I am following Eric Tony.
I lean against the door in the door frame, just lean on one of the doors, or just in the door frame, just like so. Where we going?
Jum pauses and turns around and looks at him and says, "I don't know, Eric. I'm not sure I invited you."
Well, that's a fair point. Well, it's up to you, but I'm more than willing to offer assistance. Or I'll just, I don't know, go my own way and track down what I can from the outside. Not something to be super heated up about, to think of this through with a clear mind would be ideal.
Yum's going to go around and continue putting stuff in her bag, but as she's doing this, she's talking to Eric and saying, "You know, I really thought today of all days would be a day that I would finally put my feet on the ground and actually feel like I belonged here. But to be honest with you, right now I don't. This is, you know what? No matter what I say to you, you're going to probably end up coming with me anyway, because you like to sneak around in the dark, and no matter how fast I go, you'll probably always fucking catch me. I remember back when we were little. Do you remember? I remember.
I remember.
I think I'm going into the mist, Eric. I need to make sure that whatever it was that killed Alexander did not come from my lands. Because if that grows where I walk, I am responsible for it. That is my job. Everything in these lands is mine.
Well,
And I'm meant to keep people safe. I can't have this happening to anyone else.
in that case, you're gonna need a bodyguard, maybe 2.
I don't need a
Oh, you-
bodyguard, Eric. Any extra
I
eyes
know
are
you
good
don't.
eyes.
That's true.
All right, well, pack
What about-
your shit. Let's go.
I'm already packed. I assumed you were heading off somewhere. That's why I'm here.
You've
Can't
been
let you go
gone
alone.
As I put my shit in my bag and walk up to the door, I lean in and give him a one-armed hug and put my arm around his shoulders. And I say, it doesn't even feel like you've been gone for that long. Come on, let's grab Bunya. Let's go.
Yeah, we need a pack meal.
Hold on, what was that on you?
Really standing behind her in the doorway. They can't clear it out.
He just is the doorway at this point in time.
Yeah, he's just standing in the door like, hello, monkey!
You don't even see the beard. It's just the chest is the doorway.
Yeah,
He's 8 foot tall, remember?
yeah.
Yeah, so Yoss was eating, Freya and Toriak were in the hall, and then you guys were going to turn around and go back, right? You're going to go talk to Freya?
Yeah, I wanted to go find Freya.
Okay, before this, as you guys are heading over that way, the Master at Arms turns to you, Toriak. I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that. I'm sorry, Ken. I'm sorry. I shouldn't need your family. I stepped out of line.
It's alright. Tensions are high. We don't
Yeah.
usually think that well in these situations.
Yeah.
Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. It's fine.
Well, we need to plan this out. We need to know what happens next.
Yeah.
Arvid planned for you to take over. You were to be the new Donald Kane. Kane of Canes.
I know that.
You know what you need to do next?
Would I know what to do next?
I don't think it would be fresh and active in your mind. I think you probably would have heard it a few times. But he ends up explaining to you that you need to travel to all 5 members of his personal council, his bloodletter, his mistress of the hunt, and his 3 other council members, and you need to get their approval, and that way you become Donu Kane.
So can you repeat that so I can?
So you need to talk to his bloodletter, which is his general. You need to talk to his mistress of the hunt, which is Laquan. Sorry, which is Yum. And then there are 3 other council members.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. The 3 council members are... You have Morak, which normally hides out around Cane Hall, which is where the Talos come from. The Talos's home is Cane Hall. You have Turuk, so Turuk,
Okay.
which is the Leonin Bailey's master, and is the father of Terraga.
Oh. Yeah.
And you also need Morg, which is the leader of the Eastern clans. Read them back for me super quick. Make sure you got the notes right.
Okay, I need to talk to the bloodletter, which is it's not this guy, is it?
No. So this is Master at Arms.
Okay, the Mistress of the Hunt, which is Yum,
Yep.
and the 3 council members, which is Morak and Kinhal, Turuk, the linen master of the Baileys, and Mork, the leader
No, sorry,
of the
Gork. My bad.
clans.
My bad. It's not. It's not my bad. I misread it. It's Gork. Gork.
Okay, Gork. Got it. Yeah, there you go.
My bad. Morak and Gork. Notes are difficult to read.
That feeling your handwriting so bad you can't even read your own D&D notes.
It's worse because it wasn't even
Yeah.
handwriting. It was a notepad on my computer.
Oh, boomer!
It's really late and I've been up since 4.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Yeah, understood.
I got a pass.
Yeah, you do.
So yeah, you need to travel to all 4 of these. Sorry, all 5 of them. One's which literally next door. And get their approval before you can be named Donu Kane.
Where is the bloodletter, by the way?
So the bloodletter is in the south. You know that he was good friends with Eric. Eric adored him like a second son.
Okay, look, that's great.
Isn't that great?
Let's
One
leave
wrong
that
word
for
from me.
last.
One word from me, and you ain't done okay. Ooh,
Oof.
your future's literally in the tips of my hand.
And also, Kane, I'd recommend going to Kane Hall and giving his sincerest apologies. There's
That's
been
first on the
high
list,
tensions.
of course.
High tensions between all of us for many years. This could end badly.
Who rules in Alexander's stead now? Would it be
His
his
sister.
sister?
Yeah.
Okay.
She gonna be your wife.
Death.
Zodiac's
We
just like,
should-
no, I think not, you trick ass bitch.
Oh no, that was the deal for them. From
That's
last
what they were
episode.
talking about. That's what they were
Yeah.
talking
Yeah,
about.
so, we didn't hear about that deal though. Only you know
I
about
know,
it.
but that's why I'm screaming it like this, not like I'm talking in my
Yeah.
character.
Alright. At this point in time, I think like you get your next word in, but that's when Yum's gonna re-enter the room. Bags all packed. So yeah, anything else you want to add, Yum? Sorry, Turek?
No, I'm just, saying
Okay.
I need to do that shit, and it's gonna be fucking tough.
Yeah. All right. So Yum, go into the room.
Alright, I'm going to walk up next to Turiak and place my hand like on his back. Turiak, I
You?
am going to be on the moors for a few days. I've already made provisions with the Druid Circle to get our father buried and paid all the respects he needs. I will be back in time for his funeral. There's just something I need to find out.
Well, if you're going, I'm going.
Yeah, like how you are. You're staying here.
You can't stop me.
Yes, I can.
Our
You are not-
family.
You are not
family-
Donu Kane yet. I still follow the orders of your father.
You can come too. Fuck it.
No, you stay.
Our
Let them go.
You can come
family-
too! Fuck it! Everybody! Let's go! All of us!
Our family has been divided for too long. Like, ever since Eric... I'm not done with you yet. But ever since Eric left, we've been in shambles, in pieces. We can't do this any other way. If Yum needs to do this, I will be there for her. Then we can deal with anything else. We'll be back for the funeral, and we'll move on to do whatever it needs to be done to restore the peace with the Taloses and get back on track with being, on the Kane path.
So hang on, Boomer, before you talk, there's the guy he's talking to him at the Master at Arms.
I know I'm reading it. Oh yeah, my bad. Yep.
Jum's gonna turn around and look at the Master at Arms and say, he needs to get my approval, doesn't he, before he moves on to being Donor Kane?
Well, they're just yours, but yes.
What say I don't give it unless he comes with me?
Well, then he reigns as Kane, and there is no Donor Kane. It's easy. It's not. I follow the laws.
We're
written
not
out by
going.
my master.
We're not going anywhere.
He stays until his father is buried. He will actually, at this point in time, come up and grab Turiak and lead him over towards the throne, away from everybody, and pulls him in nice and tight. Your people just lost a leader. And the entire family goes running off into the hills, chasing ghosts. What does that look like? Think, boy. You're smarter than you look.
I need to prove myself to her to earn her vote. My people know our ways, and if she's very important to them. She's fucking mistress of the hunt. She knows what the fuck she's doing.
Yes.
I need
but
to be there for her.
These people don't. These people don't.
I can't live her alone.
And then she stays. Or she goes on her own, but I'm not letting you leave. I have a druid at my beck and call to make sure you stay in these harems.
Do I overhear?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. No, you don't. No, you don't overhear any of this. But
okay.
he
No. What Yom said. What Yom said.
Yes.
Okay.
She's talking very loudly.
Very loud.
So I'll just go up to Yom and I'll say,
I fucking use a persuasion dice, man.
If you're if you're going into the mist, you'll need me. You'll get lost.
Funny that I was just about to come and find you.
I just nod and I call Tuffy and just sit some perches on my shoulder. That'll be it.
Can I scratch Tuffy under the chin?
Yes. Tuffy approves.
Tuffy approves. You have a very good bird here. He does love you.
It's a she.
You?
Are you sure?
Yes.
Alright, no, hold up. Yeah, I can't get both of you to roll a d20 magic wisdom modifier. Let's see.
Okay.
See what it is.
Okay.
What? I get to choose my bird?
This is my first roll.
Nope.
This is my first roll of the day.
No.
Okay.
Nope. Give them
Alright.
the vibes.
1v1 like
1v1 wisdom, baby. Let's go.
Wait, on wisdom? Okay.
You're
I'm gonna
both
lose
wise.
this.
Hey?
You're both
On wi-
wise.
On wisdom, I'm gonna lose this.
Yeah.
I
I
already
got
know.
an 18. Plus
Wait, can I
4,
do
so
on
it's
nature?
22.
Oh, I'm gonna
Nope.
lose this. 14 plus 2. 16.
So I got an 18. Plus 4, so 22.
The hours ago.
I don't
No.
get to choose my fucking bird?
Not anymore, you don't.
No, I don't. No, wait. I just
It was decided before.
no, look, Sinker. All Yum is going to say, when she says he, and
Maybe
you
I
go,
just
she's a she,
misidentified.
and Yum goes, are you sure? And then she just leaves it at that. She doesn't ask any more questions. Just, are you sure?
I just look taken aback.
Yeah.
And I look at Tuffy, and Tuffy looks back at me, and we just have a moment. Okay.
All right. So
Okay.
You know, at this point in time, like I said, the Master at Arms is pulling to her side. And what about your sister? She's barely in a state to take care of herself. You want to take her out on the moors?
are you talking to Yum?
No. Still to
She's
Turek.
talking about Freya, I
He,
think.
yeah, he is talking about Freya, and he's talking to Turiak. He doesn't care about the rest of you, man. He has one responsibility at this point. That's to keep this fucker alive.
Yeah.
It'd be a real shame if he died.
You're a fucking rogue through and through, Tristan. Honestly.
Because I can personally assure you, you might get one stab in.
Oh yeah, no. I know. I wasn't going to kill anybody anyways. I ain't killing my people.
What's that?
I turn to him and I say, I know I have my duties to the throne, but
Look,
I'm done
Let them do their wandering. Let them come back, and then you all set out towards Cane Hall.
You're right.
Somebody needs to be here. Take care of your sister. Arrange the funeral. It's now big. He grabs you by the shoulders now and like orientates you so you're looking face to face with him, like really close, and he just. This isn't about you anymore. We have a full tribe out there. And a full goddamn continent looking towards you. Now's not the time to go get lost in the moors.
Okay. I'll stay.
At that point in time,
I'll try to convince Freya to also stay.
as you say this, he's standing up and like fixing you up after the scuffle, and just, I'm here at your beck and call, and he will now walk out.
At this point, I would guess that Hume is already checking on Freya.
Yum?
Yes, I am.
So, yeah, do that and I'll come in later.
Freya, you alright?
Freya's sort of just looking down, spacing off.
I pick her up. In like one of these big old hugs.
Bury her in the titties.
Yeah, essentially.
Let go, please.
I put her down.
But I'm not.
I'm sorry, I'm just worried about you, that's all.
Just a quick reminder, your dead father is still on the other table.
Yep.
Come with me.
Neck hanging over him like this.
I'm pretty sure we made him look presentable and he's
Oh, no, wait, no. Someone closed his eyes, didn't they?
Yeah, I closed his eyes. Yeah, thanks. I'm
With his tongue out?
gonna take Freya's hand and lead her over to the bodies on the table. Do you come with me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll willingly
Yeah.
go with you.
Ooh.
Freya, I need you to look at these two. I know it's hard. I know it's really scary, but you have to look at them.
Hold up. Did we bring Alexander on the table as well?
I don't think we did, but
Yeah,
what? Smack, bam, whoop, wallop. Is there?
Retcon!
Very well. Sorry, I just wanted to clarify because
Yeah.
I only thought that a father was there.
No, I mean no, because we
2 tables, 2 bodies, easy.
yeah, 2 tables, 2 bodies. And
Let's all cry over
yeah.
Alexander's body when we're worried about our father.
Yeah. And I'm gonna take her to our father first and say,
Mhm.
Freya, I know you. This is something I've tried really hard to hide you from. I know you don't see things like this very often. And I know it's cold comfort. But death is just a part of life. You can't have one without the other.
And she slowly sort of starts to tilt her head towards the side, like,
You don't have to look anymore. I just needed you to see. It's not a person anymore. What made them a person is gone. It's free. It's not held there. And now, when we bury them, their bodies are going to nourish the earth and the things that grow out of it, and in turn nourish us the same way that the people did. I know it's hard, but
goes in for a big hug into Yum
she
while she's
just-
to her.
just gives you a big squeeze. I'm going to miss him too.
I will also miss you. As you go into the mist, was it?
I'm going to go and find what killed him.
Can I get Freya and Yum to please make perception checks?
Ooh, get to roll my dice.
Fancy das.
Fancy dice.
Look in Freya's first dice roll, Pog.
Ay.
I love the face. What'd you get?
I got a 14 plus 4, so 18.
18. What'd you get, Freya?
21
21.
plus 2 to
Anyone?
21.
You're stupid.
So,
Oh, so stupid. I'm sorry, I'm stupid.
I have a rootism.
Oh my god.
I
hate
can't
myself.
kick you because this is your own Discord
Yeah,
channel.
this is true.
I am the
True.
Continue onwards.
Alright, yes.
With a 21, you don't hear anything. Continue on as always.
That's not good.
He's breathing!
Only nat 20s.
It's a big twist.
Net 20s only, baby.
Yeah, that was a good 19
actually,
roll.
no. With a +2, was it Freya?
Yeah.
You
With a
couldn't have
+2.
rolled high enough.
Damn.
Could I have with a +4? And a proficiency bonus?
That is your proficiency.
And a proficiency bonus?
Oh wait,
Yes,
no,
you
hang
could.
on. Yeah,
You proficient with perception?
no proficiency on that one. Sorry,
+4?
just
Yes,
just
you
plus
would've.
4.
With a nat 20, you would have.
Nat
Fucking
20s
do
only.
it.
Oh, these rolls
can
are
do
so
it with an
high,
18.
but you aren't here, Eric.
What do you mean? I was following you. I was just stood in the doorway. I wasn't going anywhere
Yeah,
closer.
you're over at the doorway, so yeah, you couldn't
Yeah.
do it. So, yeah, nothing. You know, guys don't hear anything.
At this point, I think I would approach.
Yep.
And I'll go to Hume. Hume. What's the dude's name? By the way, the master of arms.
Gunda.
Gunda. Yeah, Gunda. I know we're talking, and I really need to stay.
I know.
Someone needs to help with preparations of father's burial, and I need to be here for that.
I'm gonna give him a hug too.
I'd ask Freya to stay with me too.
I wasn't ever
To
going to
help
bring
out.
her. She needs to be here to see what happens after we die.
I really wish I could
I know.
join you.
We won't be. I promise you, we won't be long. If all I can find is information, then that's what I'll come back with.
Yeah, just come back safe. Make sure you take Yost with you. He fucking loves that fog.
He's the only
And,
one I really know and trust to get up, not just me, but all of us through the mist safely.
And
You just walks up.
watch out for Eric.
Mm.
I know you love him, but
Brunier's come and try to push his way in.
And also, I can't live without that great lump either.
yeah, just be safe out there, and I'll give her a little peck on the forehead and say my goodbyes.
Oh, Turiak! This is like yeah. Sorry, it's just I thought like
You make me blush.
yeah. No, seriously, thinking of it, though, like we wouldn't have spent a lot of time together at all recently.
Yeah.
So the fact that like all this has happened, and I feel that I have to go out and find what did it, and I have to leave my brother behind and my little sister. Yeah, it's not good. I promise I'll bring them back safe. It's not just you alone anymore, Turiak. It's all of us.
We need to heal the seams that have been broken off on our family, and you need to do this. I know.
It's time
So-
for us to forge a new path, Turiak.
Yes.
Would I have been hearing this conversation since they're closer to the door?
Yes. I reckon it wouldn't be in hushed whispers, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I
So
think
basically, I just heard him, be careful around me. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. And then don't break the family or something like that, I believe I heard. Something about...
I'm trying to heal the family. Yeah.
Oh, heal the family. But don't worry, doubt Eric, though.
No, he
Eric.
just said be careful with Eric. That could be taken in multiple different ways.
I in my head
I
canon right now.
specifically glance at him when I say that.
Yeah.
I was about to say, in my head canon, I reckon that it would be Toriak saying that the way Liquor said
Yeah.
the way. So no, it would be
The way I
Toriak saying it
interpreted
the
it.
way he said it. Liquor, sorry, my bad. Yum interpreting it the way that Liquor interpreted it, and then it would be Eric interpreting the way that
Toriak
Tritters
said it.
interpreted it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
it'd be like everybody gets the fucking one phrase that has three meanings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm going to brush this forward a little bit, and
Okay, that's
so you're all going to say
time to go
goodbyes.
into
Yeah, super quick. So I'm going to continue though. So we're going to have Eric, Brunya, Yum, and Yost all going off. Can I please get Eric in particular? What are you going to be trying to? So we're going to be trying to chase down whoever did it, right?
I believe we're just going into the mist to search for this mist.
Wandering through the mist.
thing.
Okay, so to see if we can get some kind of an idea of what way we're going, Yost, can you please make a survival check for me?
I think it'll be Yost.
Do I get
Yep.
get any extra proficiencies because of my history in it, or no?
No, so you just get the
It's a survival check.
Yeah.
Doesn't he
Okay.
have favorite terrain
I'm back.
and that sort of shit?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
What's your favorite terrain?
What,
I
what's your favorite
mountains. Mountains.
Yeah?
Since that's where.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Rangers.
Where do I?
Terrain.
Where? How much do I get on my favorite terrain?
So remember we're using Tasha's favorite
What is
terrain.
it? 10?
Tasha's favorite terrain. Pull up this.
Oh my god, you have Tasha's? Damn, son.
I haven't.
Yeah, I bought Tasha's.
I don't know where I meant to find the favorite terrain thing. Sorry, just give me a second. Favorite terrain,
so-
Madness, Primal Companion. Would it be under the Beastmaster thing or no?
No. Hold up. I've
Be
got
on
your,
your second page, left side, up top.
Human.
So there's favorite foe, but there's no favorite.
No, no,
terrain.
no.
Is there really no favorite terrain?
Not in Tasha's. It's favorite foe.
Okay, yeah, my bad then. Yeah, just make the normal favorite terrain then.
Okay.
My bad interpretation.
I don't have the normal favorite terrain on it.
I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Hold your forces.
Wait, I'll just roll, and then
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
just
have-
roll and I'll tell you what you add.
So survival
Hold up. Yeah, it will be
Or
in this-
nature.
It'll be survival check.
Okay, okay.
Hold up. So you would add.
Nothing. There's no bonuses to favorite terrain.
Really?
It just means
Okay.
difficult terrain doesn't slow you down. Doesn't slow the group's travel down.
Okay, so we don't get slowed while we're traveling through the mist.
Absolutely. Yep. Pretty much.
Yep. You don't get even when you engage in other activity while traveling, such as foraging, navigating, tracking, you remain alert to danger.
Okay, well that's good.
You are not traveling alone. When you forage, you find twice as much food.
Sheesh!
When tracking other
Sheesh.
creatures, you also learn their exact number, their sizes, and how long ago they passed
Yep.
through the area.
Great.
So there's no no bonuses to your.
I got a 16 plus 2. So 18.
So you, interestingly enough, you don't find footsteps leading away. You do, however, find footsteps leading towards. They seem quite heavy, and well sunken in. But they are really well hidden, as being a quite dry area up that high
Oh.
up.
Oh fuck.
Mhm.
Ignore it. It's fine. No, because
Okay.
when you use favorite terrain and you use a skill you're proficient with, you get double proficiency bonus.
So that'd be a 20 then.
Are you proficient with survival?
Wilderness? Yeah, so yeah, I'm surprised and fun.
No,
You're
I have.
No,
I
you're
just
not?
have. I have plus 2 because that's my proficiency bonus. But since
he's
it's
not-
favorite terrain, it'd be double,
then,
right?
Then you.
So you are
No,
proficient. Are you proficient or are you not proficient? Do you have that little
You
black
have
dot?
the circle-
next to it?
No,
You
I
have a
don't have
black
the
dot.
black dot.
Then
I
you
Okay,
don't
so
have
it
the
doesn't
black
add
dot.
anything.
I have it on nature.
Yeah,
Then yeah, no,
so-
you don't add anything.
So you don't add anything extra to it. It's just normal. All the same, with it wouldn't have changed the roll regardless.
Okay.
And yeah. So hold up. This screen's so dark. It's so bright. What the fuck? There we go. Fix it. So, I get dark now. So, only find footsteps leading towards it. They're quite heavy set, and they are really difficult to find and follow.
Like towards our town?
Yeah, towards the town. So
Okay.
you'd be following it away, and it's back down alongside the side of the house.
Okay. I don't see anything. I only see the footsteps towards. I just like communicate that to the party.
Well, I guess we're following the footsteps back, aren't we then?
This sounds
So-
odd.
You're able to follow the path fairly well. It leads you down and out and around. Trid, it's going to get you to make a perception check as you guys enter the mist.
High perception. 13 plus 6. 19.
19. Okay. So you're able to keep a very close eye out, and I'm going to make so that you can't get ambushed during your travels because of that. Traveling
high alert.
through.
Wait,
you're
because of
very
the
high alert.
perception?
Yeah, because he made a very high perception roll.
But we're in the
Um,
mountains regardless, so...
It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, no,
okay,
it just means that he won't be jumped. It's easy. So, as you guys can't kind of go for a quick little, it goes down north and around to the east. And as you get around a very sharp corner, there's a small cliff face that Brunir almost falls down. Brunir, can I please get a dexterity check, please? Oh, sorry, dexterity saving throw. So that's a D20. And I'll tell you what to add, brother. So roll a D20. Use your thing there.
Use your dice. Dice, baby.
15? Okay. You roll an 18 total. Yeah, you catch yourself quite easily. As he kind of steps off, that one foot from behind it just sees him go up, step to the side, put one foot forward, and he just drops. Like, just disappears over the hill. He catches himself pretty easily, is able to climb himself back up, and you're able to help each other over. Alika, can I please get a nature check from you real quick?
Yep, sure. Sorry, I'm just getting our boy Big Bad Wolf into the OCD Discord for further one-shot shenanigans if they'd like to join. Sorry, that was a nature check.
Nature check, please.
Come on, Bruni, don't go slipping on me.
Oh,
Come on.
that's a 19.
19.
Plus 3, so 22, baby. 22.
Okay. A little while after you've wandered through past this little fallen away road, you do come across bloody mist bloom, which is a common thing you'd find quite a bit of liquor. It's normally planted at the front of houses as a forewarning for when the mist rolls through. It will go into full bright blues and purples, and will actually be a slight luminescence through the mist.
Excellent.
And you are actually witnessing it currently closing up around, and it's leading in the general direction. And it'll normally open up maybe 10 to 15 minutes before the mist comes through. Okay. And so you're just behind the mist.
Okay.
So I think you guys rolled.
Guys.
I think you guys rolled exceptionally well to follow the mist. And I'm going to take that as your indication over the next couple of days. One last skill check. Hey Freya, can you please make a stealth check for me real quick? See how well you follow them.
I fucking knew it.
Figured it would happen.
Of course.
20.
Oh, a nat 20.
You know what? The nat 20
Does
calls
that mean
for
we
it.
all have to drink?
I was just about to do this.
Ah.
Skull! Skull! Skull!
Oh yeah, baby.
Well, I've got some water.
Oh my god.
It's like,
You
I
don't-
was expecting a low number to come up.
Yeah,
because the
but that's the thing.
dice
You
isn't
want it, like
reliable.
you want a low number. It's like, gonna get you in nat 20. Nat 20.
Don't drink rum on a Thursday.
Always
what was your
good on a
total?
Thursday.
Is that quote number 2 that I hear?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Why am I-
probably.
No, we made the deal. We made the deal with Jugal just messaged me. We made the deal with Rooney's. D&D is not a place for quoting.
Yeah,
Actually,
true.
yeah, no, this is true.
I'm
But
safe.
you are
is
technically
mom,
out of the
boy.
game because you are the dungeon master. You operate in the space outside of where we're playing.
Fuck.
So what was the total again, Susan? Sorry,
It's the
Freya?
stealth one, yeah?
Yep. No, yeah,
Yeah.
stealth. Yep.
Yep, so 28 then.
What the fuck?
28. Do you have a plus 8 to your Oh yeah, okay, you have an expertise.
Oh my god.
Rogues, ladies and gentlemen.
Fucking.
That's alright. I was about to say, let me
Level
see if I can
3.
roll perception to see if I notice her.
No.
But then I realized, even with a nat 20, my perception
Liquor.
will only get up to 26.
Liquor can't spot her.
Oh, I spot her then, do I?
No, Liquor can't spot her. If she can't see her, you can't.
What's your...
Wait, can I sense her since I have proficiency?
What's your
No, not the
total?
proficiency, but because I can sense like animals and stuff around me.
No.
She's
What
not.
is your
Are you calling
perception?
Are you calling your sister an animal?
Well,
To be fair, that is
everyone's
pretty
an animal.
It's a pretty apt thing. But yeah, no. What's your perception at currently? Your perception bonus.
I don't think I will, but
You need a plus 8.
Yeah.
yeah, no, I won't see her. Oh, do you want me to roll?
Does get double.
No. What is your bonus to?
Oh, just +2, just +2.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
not a way in hell.
oh,
No.
Not a hope in hell.
The only one who'd be able to see her is me, and that's because I got a +4.
No, even
Wait.
then, you couldn't see her either. Liquor, even with a nat 20, you would not see her.
Yeah.
I'm
Shit,
2 away
true.
from seeing her. That's funny. Wait, shouldn't you... Wait, what's your... You should have proficiency bonus with your,
She's too sneaky.
She's
She's
just
way
too
too
damn
perception.
sneaky.
You have a +4, and then what's your, You're proficient with perception, are you not?
No,
You're not? Okay, fair
No.
enough then. Never
I
mind
only had 4 proficiencies to take, and then I got 1 extra, so now I have 5.
then. Okay. Watch out, she might do a sneak attack damage on one of us.
If she
Ooh,
does, then I have advantage.
For what?
Because
I would...
isn't that the favored terrain thing from attacks?
Nope.
No.
You're
From
alert,
attacks?
but
Oh, okay.
you're alert, which means nothing can really get close to you, but she rolled a 28. You ain't seeing nothing.
No,
Yeah,
if she's
yeah.
attacking. If she's attacking.
Not even then, it's still a 28 for the stealth. You won't see anything.
Okay.
Like, she could throw her throwing
No,
dagger
no,
at
no,
you,
no, no,
and-
no. I understand. I just think it's like I just thought it was if she like attacks, it's different, but I guess it's not.
Your passive perception goes up with alert. So when
Yeah.
you're alert, your passive perception goes up.
No. I understand. It's my bad.
I'm just saying.
I
for
doubt
the-
she's gonna attack
for
us.
the Twitch as well.
This whole conversation is predicated on the idea that she's trying to murder you.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is happening.
Bad. Well, there are a few of us who are playing who are like very, very new to the game, so yeah, we're all
can happen.
we're all out here learning.
Hold up one sec. Sorry, I'm just in the middle of something, Laquan.
That's all good. No stress. Are you taking some of Bad Wolf's advice?
No, actually, I am doing something else.
Oh,
Doing his own
Oh,
thing.
doing
He's
his own
his
thing.
own DM.
he's his own.
I'm
guy.
mad.
Built different.
He's map building.
I am different.
He He is preparing for us to die right now.
Are we getting?
No,
are we
I'm
having a
not.
combat right now?
He's gonna bring
Oh,
up some
yeah.
legendary creature. I'm telling you right now.
The Rask appears in front of us.
Oh, okay. Damn it.
No, the giant bird that Leah turned invisible.
A mind
Oh,
frayer
fuck,
or
no, let's not-
something.
I don't really want to talk about the time Leo had the fucking Rod of Wonder and turned a rock invisible and on fire.
That sounds like fun
I
times.
was
No,
there.
it wasn't fun.
Was there?
The rock is a lie.
I was there. There was a. Okay, I mean, I was dead.
You were
Correction,
dead.
I was dead.
Yeah, I was dead.
Yeah. So moving on, you guys spend the following 2 to 3 days wandering about. In the meantime, though, you have a guest, Toriak, while you're in the process of embalming and doing the routine procedures of burying a lord. You have a guest in shining gold armor Shiny plated steel.
It's gold.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Thank God I'm not there.
Hail and well met.
I turn back and well met.
Looking for Turiak, son
Yeah.
of. Yeah, that's you.
That would be me. Yeah.
I have a gift. He walks up to you and he holds out a letter.
I take it.
Comes from Tibreri. Common gift, apparently. I'll leave you to it. My deepest condolences for your father.
Much appreciated. Thank you very much.
Walks away. You see him walk slightly north, similar direction to where the rest of your family ran off the other night, maybe 2-3 nights ago.
I guess I'll open the letter. See what this is about.
Hold up one sec, I gotta find my notes.
Gives letter. Wait a second. What is
Okay,
notes
which one
again?
is brewery, by the way?
Tibreri is the elven bloody
Oh yeah.
friend up here.
Can I just say,
Wait,
even though we're having
already?
a lot of,
There's magic in this world, so whatever.
even though we're having a lot of fun, Boomer does have to go to sleep, so I might need to wrap up
In
soon.
about a half hour or so,
Yeah.
yeah. So I've
Yeah.
still got some time.
We may push him a little bit.
Just a little
Just
bit.
a little bit.
While I'm finding my notes, you guys do come back the same day as well, by the way. Freya, I'm gonna ask you to make another stealth check for me, see if you get back before they do.
Okay. This one is like a low roll.
Bum bum bum.
You have a +8, you'll be fine.
This is
Even
where
if
we
you roll
find her.
12.
11 plus 8, 19.
19.
I'll-
Yeah, I'll let you roll a perception check. You know she's gone.
Who? Who's rolling perception?
Turiak.
Zodiac.
Not there yet. So during our journey, we didn't find anything in the mist.
It was a 5, so
A 5?
Wait.
Yeah, no. No. Where are you gonna sneak back to, Freya?
She's too sneaky.
She's way too sneaky. This is terrifying.
Great, what do you want about? That's a rogue.
To
She got 2.
my room. to
She's
pretend I
too
was
sneaky,
asleep.
bro. Too sneaky.
Pretend
What was that?
she's asleep.
Back into your room, and you. Can you make an inside check for me, real quick, Turiak?
by
No.
2, I'm good with that. Okay, let's ooh, we're done.
What'd you
That's
get?
17 plus 2.
19.
19.
So, Freya, you sneak back into your room perfectly. Not a single sound. You were immaculate. Door's still wide open. You hear people cooking out in the main room. And then your door closes, and behind it is Turiak standing there staring at you.
Oh, damn.
Just in time.
Like you said, she's very sneaky, and everybody knows she's fucking sneaky, but she's kind of predictable.
Yeah, that's the whole sort of premise of this character.
Yeah.
It is quite predictable. It just happens so often.
Perfect timing.
So, you're back. I'm glad you're okay at least. I knew you'd do it, of course, but next time, try not to sneak out. Just join them. Just say you want to go. It's
You
easier.
wanted me to stay.
What I want and what you want will not always align. but you're my little sister, come on. You can just say you prefer to go with them. I wouldn't be mad. You'd be probably safer than here. This place has seemed too much, so next time just tell me. You can count on me.
She sort of nods and silently looks down at the ground like she's really let someone down.
Hey, chin up. Your ways of trickery, they remind me of father, so don't be ashamed of it. And just try to take some rest, you know. You've been out all day, but be sure to be ready for the funeral. I know you don't want to be there, but we need you there. And
Then she just sort of sits
I'll-
down on the bed, starts to lie down.
I'll take her in and I'll leave.
Tuck her in, leave her behind. Alright. The party does arrive. This time more from the south. You guys have explored the entirety of the northern highlands. Even venturing a little bit souther into the nearby villages, but the mist is gone.
Has it ever
Whilst we
been
were,
So-
whilst we were traveling, I gathered some berries and
Yep.
food.
Has the mist ever been like completely gone?
It normally goes during midday. It does start to gather in the early mornings and the evenings.
Damn. No leads.
Yeah, you found nothing.
I'll just Yost is going to be upset with himself and wait, did we have any rests in there? Cause
Oh, we probably would have rested.
my hit points would like some recovery.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fucking
just a little
clown.
bit. Do
So
I
how
get
many
to go back
nights were we gone again?
3 nights?
What's that?
We were gone for how many nights? Three
3
nights,
nights.
including the first one.
Would that count as long rests?
Yes. You get a
Okay,
long rest every night.
So I'm back to full and I get my spell slot back.
That's
right?
fine. That's fine. First night's fine.
So
Ooh, second night was close.
I
that's
have to
fine.
roll. I have to roll for it.
No. This is me. This is a me thing. That's the second day. What am I at? That number.
Okay. You'll still just go back to.
So on the last night before we actually reach, before we reach town, you would notice that Eric was probably up for most of that night. He had a very cold sweat when he woke, and he just stayed up after that. Unfortunately, that day, I would accept a point of exhaustion because it was the first.
Yeah.
The first one. It wasn't the second or the third, so he got no sleep that night. So coming back today, he would have got another night's rest. Oh fuck, that was close. He's fine. The next day, he's fine. He sleeps perfectly fine the next day.
Okay. Yost will just go to the archery range and we'll just fire some arrows to I don't know, get rid of his frustration.
I think Yum comes back and basically just yeets all his stuff on the ground and goes straight to the druid circle to help prepare for the funerals.
Yep. So, sorry. First things first, Tuyak, would you like to read the letter? You can read out loud if you want to, or you can keep it quiet just to yourself.
Yeah. I will actually seek Eric.
You'll take it to Eric.
Yeah, and give him the letter. I'll just copy and paste it and send it.
Oh,
to
okay. I'm getting a letter. We
You
just got a letter. I wonder who it's from.
It's from Thuriak.
Sadly, no.
Oh,
This
cry.
letter arrived while you guys were away. It comes from your friends back in the brewery.
This was
What
addressed.
to make of it?
Was addressed to you.
Yeah, addressed to me.
I take it and I read it. I'm going to read it softly, but I will read it out loud. He is left blind, a loss to mourn, a wise man, although old, the guilty to find, an assassin, a smuggler, a rich man with a beauty untold. Dear brother, I begged you kind, to your brother, the cane in gold.
It's quite cryptic. I know you have dealings with the lords in brewery, so
Not sure what I can make
seems
out
like
of this.
they know something on it, but it's hard to gauge what.
First things we got to do is find out who this cane in gold is. Looking at you, I don't think I see any gold on you. Would I see gold on him?
On correct?
Yeah.
Some trims,
Right.
but
No.
it's not gold.
he's-
It's white, not
Yeah,
white.
he's
Yellow coloring, not gold.
Cream color.
I'm more of a purple person. Yeah.
He is dressed exceptionally well, better than 90% of the Khainians.
Yeah.
But
Not in
yeah,
gold.
not gold.
No gold.
And you would realize that this is the same basic structure as those other letters you've received.
Yeah. That I yoinked.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Whoever's
gonna
sending
ask
these
for the
letters.
letter back.
Oh, you want the letter that you gave me back?
Yeah, you're not.
100%.
Shit.
No, that's 100% fair. I hand it back to you without an issue. Thanks for bringing me this, brother. Seems like I've got a trip to the brewery ahead of me.
In time.
Yeah, definitely after today.
After the funeral, I would ask you to join me in. Oh, you're not gonna like that. I want to go to Kane Hall.
You're asking me
We
to
need
go
deliver.
to. You're asking me to go straight into the heart of where everyone wants me dead.
You don't need to, show yourself, but. I
You
need my
asking me to come
family
as a-
with me.
You're asking me to come as a convoy. Maybe a guard in the shadows sort of thing.
Yeah. We need, as much as our grievances with Thalios have been, throughout the generations after whatever happened in 300 years ago, we need to show some respect. One of them fell in our city, in our home. We need to deliver them the body and show our condolences.
Respect your decision. I'll come with you, brother. As your aid. I have my tricks to make sure I'm not, recognized.
I mean, you managed to survive this far, so I would hope so.
You see, I didn't need to hide myself in the Heartlands. It's a bit. Tell you a story someday of my travels. It's been a whole different experience, that's for sure. Maybe you could use a break, go on a journey. Maybe you can find yourself out there. I wouldn't. The word I'm looking for here is I reckon you would actually benefit a lot from a journey. Father didn't stay in one spot when he was Kane. They go on small journey before they settle back home. Otherwise, how are they meant to know the lands?
Yeah, I actually need to go on a long journey. We need a new ruler, and Father didn't trust that onto me. And there's this whole ritual, people to meet and whatnot, so...
Do you see yourself becoming Donu Kane?
It's what I have to do.
Now, I'm actually going to put my hand on your shoulders. You're slightly taller than me, so I'm going to ask you to kneel down a little bit. Just come face to face with me real quick.
Yeah.
I know tradition is meant to be followed. I know all this. It can get really tough on you. And that's okay. But the thing is, you need to do what's right for you. If you see yourself becoming Donu Kane, I will support your decision. And I apologize wholeheartedly that I have put this onto you. I will support you in your journey. I will be there as your aid. Though, you gotta remember, I am a band of raiders, to put politely. Part of a mercenary group. I don't know if you may have heard of us, but we've been doing a bit of mercenary work across the continent. We've given ourselves a bit of an ironic name, but we all see ourselves as that. We call ourselves the Last Canes. Not because, a family doesn't follow the traditions anymore, but we went with what our forefathers have done, and that's why we call ourselves that. We have a lot of pride in this scar right here on our hands, even though we don't support that anymore. Culture and tradition changes. I understand that by going on my journey. Sometimes, deep down inside, we're still Canes. We raid. That is what we do. However, if you wish to abolish this and remove it, you will not get much support from the people. And I hope you do know that the people choose their Cane. If they don't respect you, they won't follow you. You're walking on a thin line between new traditions and old. You've got a big choice ahead of you in which direction you want to take this. And I'm not going to be the one to tell you which is right and which is wrong. You decide that on yourself. But as your older brother, just know that whatever decision you make, I will love you for always. For all eternity. You are my blood brother. Yum maybe it's not by blood, but I still love her the same. And if you ever need help in your time of need, me and my band of raiders will be here in a heartbeat. What I'm trying to say is I support your decision of whatever you're going to do.
I really appreciate that, and hey, don't get me wrong, mercenaries will come in handy.
Oh, if we could change our eye color, we could get away with a lot more.
But yeah, our people need a leader, and I was appointed that. I'll go through with that. I'll try to, balance my prospects of new ways with the old ones as best I can. But I do need you. As much anger as I throw at you, I'm gonna need you at my side, because it's gonna be a long journey ahead. And it's gonna be a tough one.
Well,
And I'll just embrace him in a hug, and
I
say
hug
thank
you back. That's all right, little brother. You may get on my nerves. I may smack you upside the head. We may butt heads every now and then. That's just what family does.
Yeah.
Don't
We
worry
do it
about
for
it.
family.
That's it.
We always do it for family.
I've got you 6. Don't you worry.
Yeah, so as this kind of draws to a close, look, sorry, I need to stop calling you Laquan.
Yeah,
It really
my name
will
is
insult.
Yorm.
Sorry,
It's Yum.
Yo,
bitch. Yum, where would you be at this point in time?
I am with the Druid Circle helping to prepare my father's body for the funeral.
Yum, may I speak to you alone for a little bit?
Of course. Can you hold this? And she's gonna grab one of the other druids. Get
Yeah,
it? I'm so
they
sorry
take
about
him.
my brother. You have to understand he's just a hot-headed idiot.
I was stupid. I should not have used my magic like that. It was very unbecoming of me. I
It's
know.
alright, get it. I know you well enough to know you didn't mean any harm by it.
There
well,
is-
I
there
mean,
is
a
a
little
part
bit,
of me.
a little bit maybe, but not like trying to kill him. So
I could have cast Misty Step instead. He has this big grin on his face.
I know you could have. I'm Loki kind of glad you did. I'm glad you stepped away because if you hadn't, I would have had to get between the two of you, and that would have been quite awkward for all of us involved. I think.
Yes, yes. Speaking of mist, you see him. He's kind of got his hands in his coat here, like this. It looks like very clearly he's trying to hide something. I found this 3 days ago at your ceremony, and I did not want to bring it up. But I do not think that this is fair. He pulls out. It's about yay large, and it's wrapped in some kind of vine. He hands it over to you. As he's passing over to you, I already know what it is. It was a gift from your father. And he grabs you by the arm and he leads you away from the Druid Circle and sits you guys away from the city as well, well, village, I should say. And you sit out on the moors, just overlooking the low creeping fog below you. Are you going to open?
Where should I open it?
Just peel it back. I showed him how to wrap with vines. It should be easy to tear or open.
I think she's not going to tear it open, but she's going to take her time very slowly, like, with care, not wanting to destroy the wrapping, like, take the covering off.
Okay. Can we, super quick, roll a wisdom check, a wisdom save for me?
Save.
Save?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. So that's just my D20 plus my wisdom for a save?
Yeah,
She takes
wisdom.
40 damage of poison.
And if you are proficient in wisdom saves, you also get your +2.
You
Where
should be
do
as a
I-
druid.
As a druid,
Top
yeah,
of
you
the-
should be.
Top of the character sheet.
Top left of your, yeah. Resistances.
I have no resistances.
No,
You should have
above
2
the
circles.
resistances, there should
Oh,
be
yeah,
two
yeah,
left.
yeah. Wisdom, yeah. So I get the +2,
Yeah.
so that's +6.
Yeah, roll it.
That's a nat 20! That's a nat 20! Hold on!
Scored.
I believe you.
In before, it's like, it's
So-
just nothing.
No. Something would have definitely happened if she failed. And I even had rules if she didn't pass by much, but no, she fucking flogged the shit out of it.
Poison ivory.
As you unravel it and you look in your hand, at first it seems rather smooth. It's currently concave back towards you. It's some kind of weird arch shape, very smooth. It's oval shaped. As you turn it around, your very first instinct is to drop it or throw it or something. Like, you know,
Like, get it away from me. Yeah.
A deep, unnatural urge to just get it away, especially with everything that's happened recently. But you fight that last little bit as you look down at a Mask of Soul. Oh, hold up. Fuck. What a perfect time for my sound drivers to die.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, hold on. While you're doing that, I'm gonna go chuck a quick piss because I've been drinking and I really need to go.
Alright, so small little piss break, yeah? That was fun. Holy shit. Really, I really enjoyed that, Tarista. That was great.
Yeah, you go for it. Okay.
Very good.
Well, that just came into play so well, though. Everything was just coming out so perfectly. Beautiful. Oh no, 10 seconds.
Oh.
What? No.
10,
Oh no.
6,
Oh man, I've been
5,
holding on to that for
4,
like. I'm back.
2, 1.
Bomb explodes.
Hello,
Hello?
I have
The
returned.
fucking lamp.
We'll
The
come
fucking
back.
timing.
I know, right? I'm so sorry
Incredible.
about that, guys.
No, that's all good. It gave me time to go
Um,
for a wee, so we're good.
Beautiful. So, yeah, you tend to
So-
just,
Mask of Soul, you say?
yep. You would know this, being the Mistress of the Hunt. You would know that this is a religious symbol for any of the followers of Soul, but very few of them there are. It is largely used as a hex. You knowing that Soul is the trickster god of the Canes. Not a malicious god by any stretch of the imagination, and that's kind of why this idea of the Chosen of Soul murdering somebody seems so off kilter to you. But yeah, it's generally considered a hex, when normally if you would leave these at somebody's house or throw them at somebody, that one of their things would mysteriously go missing, or you know, they might
They'd have a bad harvest or something like that.
No, not never something that bad.
Okay.
It's petty tricks. Most people outside, like, and it's actually, especially in like Bourbony and Rosewood, those duchies that are nearby, it's really seen as kind of like a superstition, where a lot of rogues, as an example, would throw a one of these masks at somebody and then go in and rob their house. So, oh no, Soul did it. But around here, that shit is dead serious. Being given a Mask of Soul is pretty big serious. All the same, he turns to you and, I was there when your father, Arvid, found you. I was leading him back to the belly. And everybody else was gone. Except you.
I remember he told me.
He did not tell you. That mask was what we found first. Over the top of you.
What do you mean?
I mean, we did not see the small juniper berry hidden against the weeds. We found a mask, and under the mask was our little berry. Arvid thought it was a good idea to hide you away amongst the druids, teach you the ways of the Forge God, keep you safe, keep you from Soul's terrifying influence. It appears that Soul had no interest in you, but in simply being in the right place at the right time. Or maybe Soul's not done with you yet. I do not know. I wish I had more answers. And he pulls out the chain, which has his own little mask on it.
Mm.
But our God does not speak to us. Merely laughs amongst the hills. You know that the hobgoblins of the Bailey were strong followers of Soul. Do you not?
I remember reading about it once, but I don't think I knew how deeply it went.
None of us was surprised when they disappeared into the mist.
But then, why did they leave me behind, Gerrit?
We do not know. We have no answers. Arvid did his best to keep you safe from Soul. Forbid me from teaching you his ways.
But my father's not here anymore.
And that is why I am passing on his knowledge on to you. I believe that it is your responsibility to shape your future and to experience your past. It is not my place to hide the truth from you.
Where do I find the truth, Gerrit?
Probably the same place you would find your parents, in the mist. He comes up and he puts his hand on your cheek, and he'll actually take off his necklace and put it over your head. You may follow Beriak, but your heart belongs to the mist. These are untraveled times. Never before has a hobgoblin of another faith ruled as mistress or master. I am curious to see what happens, and know that you will always have family here. He kind of leans over and gives you a kiss, kind of up here on your head, pulling you in from the side.
Thank you, Gerrit.
I could never compete with Arvid, but I love you all the same. He'll stand up and he goes, originally, like, you can tell he's trying to, like, come on, let's go back, and then he's like, oh wait, maybe she wants to think about things, and then he turns around and leaves you alone with the mask.
Yum is sitting at the edge of the hill, watching the edges of the mist start to gather in tatters as the sun starts to go down again. And she will just sit there until the stars come out.
It is the night of our what's it called, by the way? The burning
What's that?
father.
Yes,
We're
it
burning
is.
Yeah,
father
it is.
today, yeah.
It is.
This is
So
we're going to be
when-
burning.
yeah.
No, we aren't burning Father.
No.
No, he's not a warrior, Tridus.
Oh, he doesn't get okay.
No. Only warriors get burned, buddy.
The burial of father, then.
So you would know this, Tridus. Warriors are burned so they can join burial.
Yeah.
Those who aren't warriors are buried and returned to Tuzak.
Right. Okay. Well,
Yeah, so we're going to go back. I'm taking it that Yum would take quite a little bit of time.
Yeah. She all of a sudden has a whole lot to think about.
So, we've had a good amount of roleplay from Eric and Turiak. We've also had a nice little moment with Yum. So Freya and Yost, would either of you two like to say some final words to your father before they put him underground?
Like, can everyone hear this?
Yeah, no, this is,
Yeah,
this
we're all
is,
here.
This is your eulogy for him, if you'd like to do it. And if you wouldn't, I'm sure that any of the other players here would like to take over. But I'm offering it up to you two first.
Okay. Yost will say we'll just be very simple with it, and we'll say, rest in peace, father, and we'll nod to him and then just shake it off. Yeah, and then he'll just like stare at his body for like a couple of seconds, and just leave.
Mm-hmm. Would you like anything to say, Susan? Sorry, fucking Freya.
I reckon Freya would probably just look down, sort of thing, and think about sort of fond memories that she's had, but not say anything. Just because she's not used to this sort of thing, so she's going to be a little bit silent for a little
Very
while.
quiet, yeah, definitely. Anybody else like anything else to say at the father's funeral? I don't think Brynja really knew him that much. Yeah, no, I don't think Brynja's saying nothing.
I turn to Thuriak and Yum. I don't know if I'm allowed to say things here, but I believe that you two should go before me anyways, if I should. You guys have been around Father a lot longer than I have. I've got petty old memories. His stories of now would be probably better said by you guys. And I put my hands on both their shoulders. And I pull them in for a nice warm embrace before releasing them and sitting back down.
Yep.
I think
Liquor, I thought you. Yeah, go for it.
Yum would simply walk up to where he's resting and take his hand
Mm-hmm.
and say to him, I never told you how grateful I was. And I always took your love for granted, Dad. I promise I will at least try to be everything you hoped for me. I love you, and I'm going to miss you. And then she'll turn away and drop his hand and walk back towards Eric.
Turiak?
Father, he was a good man. He made wonderful work with his diplomacy. He kept to our traditions, and being, Durakane aside, his most prominent achievement was his family. He placed a little bit of himself in each one of us. He gave his craziness to Yost, his mischievousness to Freya, his kindness to Yum, his fucking hard-headedness to Eric, and guess he put his trust in me. But I'm not taking the reins alone. I want every one of you with me. I will not be the lone ruler. I think that's behind us. Sure, we need someone to, dictate the ways we go, but we all have a say in it. We're all family. We all trust each other, even if it's tiny little bit it is. But I think that's the thing. It's gonna... We need to grow from it and learn from it, and we need to come together to make sure the true Canes, Thalians, grow, and we're gonna show the world what we're all about. Like, I just see it. They're not fucking ready for us.
We're with you, Eric. We're with you, Turiak.
Yeah.
You're not doing it alone.
Goal!
Skull.
Skull.
Goal.
I believe this is still his eulogy, by the way. He's not really talking directly to us, he's talking to people.
Doesn't matter.
But,
Alright, everybody
matter.
skulls and everybody
Everybody
cheers.
skulls.
Yeah.
Everybody cheers.
And they lower the casket into the ground while the druids very solemnly perform a dance in a circle around the grave. And with every step, they slowly scatter in a little bit of dirt. The full burial is going to take hours, but it's the full respect they can possibly give to a Cane.
I'm going to find Turiak and take his shoulder and say to him, I am so proud of you. You aren't the Cane that we just want. You're the Cane we need and deserve. I'm with you all the way, brother. You have my blessing
Really?
as Mistress of the Hunt.
Da-da-da-da.
Well played, well played.
Alright, I think that's where we're going to wrap it up, guys.
Yeah. Hell yeah,
Oh my
brother.
God.
So for the
What a
for the
session.
Oh, episode 1.5, baby.
as a burying father, I'm gonna just step near him and just look down, just stand there for a moment, not get in the way as much as I can.
While they're dancing around you, yep.
Yeah, I'm just gonna just watch the burial happen for about 20 minutes, and I'm gonna step away, and I'm actually gonna just let me quickly check something. Where's my equipment? There it is.
I just say, Charista, man, that was fucking beautiful.
That was like
brother.
a
What a
really stirring
Yeah,
speech.
that was special.
Fuck, I've missed playing video
Straight
games
up.
with you, dude. Holy
That
shit.
was so good.
Oh man, I had that time. Jesus Christ! If it wasn't for the previous campaigns, I wouldn't have done it. I learned so much.
I'm actually gonna
It's
play
nice-
my
It's
music.
nice to actually roleplay.
I'm so salty because I clipped that, but it's not letting me clip it.
Boomer, I mean sadistic DM. You'll still stay at the burial till there's no one left there, and
Yep.
you'll just stare at the grave before going to bed.
Well, you're going to be there pretty much all afternoon and well into the night because the ritual's going to take a very long time. All the same, let's wrap this up, guys. It's 9 o'clock
Hey!
and I start work in 8 hours.
Oh yeah, bedtime straight for you.
Yeah, bedtime for you.
So real quick, debrief, thoughts,
Ah yes,
opinions. How'd we go?
that was honestly
One of the best
That was-
sessions
that
I've
was-
ever
that was
had.
a
Yeah,
great-
that was
that
a
was a
great
great
session.
My God, it was so good.
Let's be real, guys. Let's just throw away the character sheets. We don't need combat.
No,
We can tell
no.
a story between us.
It was a little bit too much combat for me.
Yeah, no, just a bit too much. I'm sorry, but I'll improve on that
There's
next
too much combat. I don't know about you guys.
I don't know, man.
Everyone was
Boomer. Honestly, every session I play with you, my expectations are high, and you manage to just blow them out of the water every time. So,
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
and not only that,
Very
but you've had a big bad wolf in the chat the entire session. Been hanging out with us playing D&D.
Yeah, cheers, Big Bad Wolf. What an absolute fucking hero you are.
Join
Yeah.
us in OCD. Well,
I think the link's
say
already
hi.
been sent through.
Oh, yeah, they've already been-
he's got it. He's got it.
They've got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So thoughts, opinions besides that, Laquan, Tridus?
I honestly didn't think that was going to come out of me with that, with like pushing Turiak forward like that. To be honest,
I'm so proud of you, though. Holy
just came
shit.
out, eh?
He's your
Now,
brother.
I'm just like-
He is your brother.
To be honest, you know what the kind of it's gonna sound so fucking weeby, but the vibe I was going with that is that Itachi looking at fucking Sasuke.
Low-key, I can see that though.
Something.
I can see that. Like
So
I can't be
I
like
had
I
that vibe.
like I can't be any head. I can't be the head of the family anymore. It falls to you, but I'm
Mm.
right there with you every step of the way, whether or not you can see me.
Like,
What would have? Wait, can? Oh no, you go. I'm
Go
gonna
on.
ask him something after.
oh, okay. I was just gonna say, like, honestly, that I had two thoughts on how I was gonna treat Toriak. I was either gonna be the, I don't approve of you. You are like, you know, you're doing everything wrong. This isn't anything right. And then I think Eric just had a massive thought where he was just like, I'm not gonna be the next head no matter what I do. I'm gonna push the next generation forward. I just put so much responsibility on this man's shoulders. I'm gonna help him. I'm gonna help carry this burden for him, and it just happened. Yeah, no, that was just out of nowhere. To be honest, I don't even remember.
Honestly,
I
that role play
don't
between you
remember.
two was so fucking
Good. Yeah. Beautiful.
chef's kiss. Fantastic.
Okay, Boomer, could I ask how many dice would that man have had to roll for the Misty?
Misty Step? No, no damage. Misty Step is just to teleport.
Oh, so he's just gonna teleport out of there. Or he was gonna teleport to me and then try and backstab me.
No, he was
I
going
was
to
kind of
teleport
gonna
away.
leave.
Ah,
You
okay.
made him pissed off. He was out ready to leave.
Because I right after I realized that I have absorb elements, and I was gonna absorb elements and then throw my dagger at him. Oh, that would have been so sick.
That
But-
would have been.
It would have started
Terrible.
actual combat.
Yeah,
But-
no, and I promise you, as a level 14 druid, you lose.
It's
that
okay, I
would
got
be
my
great.
homies, I got the fam with me.
Oh, you messed with the wrong guy. I know who he is. I know exactly
Yeah,
who
no.
he is and what he
Yeah,
does.
no, hold up. Yeah, I'm fairly sure Tritters and fuck, I can't remember
Garrett.
his name now. God damn it. Garrett, yeah, Garrett. Tritters and Garrett would be. I don't know if they'd be closer actually. I think they'd pretty much be on the same level because Garrett would have had a very big hand in raising Tritters.
Yeah, no, it's the moment I saw him like thunderstep, my character, like Eric, when he saw that, he was just like,
Oh shit.
"If I talk
Was
to him
that-
later."
Was that level 2? Or was that like a level 1 thunderstep? Because there's no way it was level 1, right?
No, so hold up. Thunderstep is what level? I think it's
Second level.
third level.
No.
I think.
Yeah, third level. Actually.
Dang, that man just pulled a 3rd level spell
Yeah,
on
third
me.
level. Fuck yeah, you did.
You pissed him off, mate.
Yeah, you were spitting in the face of a religious leader, my dude. I was like, what?
Yeah,
What do you
this
think's
is
gonna happen
true.
if? What's gonna happen if you shit stir the Pope, man? He's
I
gonna fucking
mean-
smite you.
But he's not
I
the Pope
mean-
of Violence, like I am.
No,
Yeah.
that's you. You're
That's
the Pope
me.
of
I'm the
Violence.
Pope of Violence.
To be fair,
Yeah.
like, I feel like Yost wouldn't have stood for hearing that, so I thought
Fair
that
enough.
was the
No,
right.
that's- yeah. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
I
You got
like
stopped a little
I
bit.
was saying is that like shit like that does happen. I'm not saying that people don't get angry in this area,
Yeah.
but violence is rare.
Personally, I didn't want to do that, but I felt like if I
Ooh.
didn't, Yost wouldn't have like approved of me not doing
Yeah,
anything.
this is the amazing thing that happens like when you make a character. Like it starts off as you, and then it becomes
Amazing.
something not you.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, a funny thing was that guard holding that sword to me, and he's just like, I can't spill blood.
Yeah. Fuck you. You have no idea how difficult it is to be intimidating when you can't hurt someone.
It's great. I'm gonna hurt you. Are you now?
Alright.
Alrighty.
Well, I need to get off and absorb.
Yeah.
You do.
And a little bit. I had a little death scare. I didn't think it would actually kill me, but like
It
you'd have to
could've.
roll like pretty high on all of those like to actually get me.
Oh,
unconscious,
yeah.
I think, right.
It
But
wouldn't kill you outright, but it would knock you unconscious.
it could knock me
easy.
unconscious, yeah. But
Easy unconscious
Oh, God.
if he rolled well.
Yeah. Oh, you shit, yeah. You could do up to 30 damage.
yeah.
But yeah, all the same. I'll open up to one question from Big Bad, who's still chilling out in chat. If you have any question about the campaign so far, I won't be spoiling nothing though.
Oh right, we get to describe our characters now.
Yeah, we do. For those who also grab the debrief.
So we'll start with the streamer,
Yeah. So
who's over there for me.
my name is Lickowitch. I play as the character Unipur, or Yum for short. I am a Hobgoblin Circle of Stars druid. Yeah, I'm like 5 feet. I'm like 5 feet tall. I've got horns and big teeth, and my skin is red. That's all you really need to know so far. There is going to be character art posted later once we get things more up and running, ball rolling, and all that sort of stuff. So
Yes.
yeah.
Susan says she's sorry. She tried to say a few times that she's got to go. She got shit to do, and
That's fair.
she's sorry.
Fair enough.
That's fine.
Yeah, no, tell her we don't mind it. So
I
We
Okay,
don't
fine.
mind, it's all good.
Yeah, very.
We love,
very sad.
tell her we love her and good night.
yes.
She told me to tell everybody to sleep well,
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
Incredible.
and yeah, cool.
Uwu.
All right, who's next?
Moving on.
Let's go Sinker, because I think Sinker has the dip.
Yep.
Yeah. So I play as Yost. He is a Beastmaster Ranger. He's human. He has purple eyes, like most of the Italian family. And yeah, most. He has an owl
young.
called Tuffy, who he recently found out is actually a male, even though I wrote down on my fucking character sheet that it's a female, but that doesn't matter. On his right hand, he likes having 2 rings for his like bow pulling arm, and 3 on the other. He
Or
likes
fighting style.
he
Or
likes his
fighting style,
jewelry,
buddy.
fighting style,
Did you do 2-weapon fighting or archery?
archery.
Archery.
Yeah, he has a longbow. He has black hair. He's a pretty stuck-up guy a little bit, but yeah, that's Yost.
Pulling himself out a little bit. I love it.
Did
I
yours-
reckon. What's
Did
that?
yours, does yours have the
No.
scar on his hand?
Oh no, he
He
would.
didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
would.
would. That's what I was
He would.
I
thinking.
do.
Yeah, he has the scar on his hand. On his
Turiak?
left hand. Our beautiful, handsome boy Turiak.
Which he covers with his bow.
Okay. Turiak is a Goliath. Goliath also, since is like a blood relative of the Italians. Yeah, he's a College of Law Bard, which is, haha, it is a Goliath. Why the fuck is a bard? But yeah. He got stuck with being, ruler, and he's trying to make the best decisions he can because fucking Christ, ruling is so shitty. And I saw you, Boomer, doing the thing where like, yeah, you're not going anywhere. I got a plot to get moving. It's like,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
like,
I wanna go with you. No, you're staying.
You are staying.
I tried twice, and the second time I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, he's got plot. I'll stay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with
Okay.
Brunye.
Oh, Brunye.
Yeah, let's talk about Brunye.
Yeah.
Brunye's vibing on the bed, so I guess I'll describe Brunye for us.
Okay.
So Brunir is a Goliath barbarian. He is 8 foot, I believe, 8 foot 2
Three.
tall. 8 foot 3 is it? My bad.
8'3".
8 foot 3 tall. He's got a fiery red beard which goes down just below his chest, and very large, bushy, spiky eyebrows which kind of dominate the majority of his face. He's completely bald on top. Thick, heavy coat made of leather over the top of his chest, and just pretty much wears rags under from the waist down. Thick, heavy bone axe in his right hand, and a handful of javelins off his back. Any questions? He's no Path of the Zealot barbarian.
Yeah. So then we got me. I'm Tristan, or Spooky, whichever one fits. I am playing the human variant rogue Eric. How would I say this? He did something that was considered tradition of the old ways and was banished from the family at the age of 16.
You have to find out what they did later.
Sorry?
He said you have to find out what he did later. So to give you a bit of an idea, Big Bad, I gave all of our characters the option of whatever of a long list of races they could choose from. But if they chose any of the dwarf, Goliath, or human, they would get an additional racial feat from Xanathar's or homebrew, which
I still have I have a second feat as well. Remember?
Barbarian human. So he has, because the only racial feat you get for being a human, which is prodigy. Yep, and then your variant human feat as well.
My variant human feat is Shadow Touch, so I have the ability per long rest to turn invisible as well as disguise myself. So when I say I can follow you from wherever, I literally mean it. I could follow you from wherever and you won't even notice it's me. I am a Soul Knife rogue who's been granted psychic blade powers. But no one really knows about it unless you've been in contact with them in combat. So no one in the party actually knows that this is what he uses for battle. Not even Yost, actually, because he was using his rapier in combat when he was out there.
From there, we also have Susan, which is our other rogue. She's a thief. Sorry, I should say her name is...
Freya.
We guys hear his character.
Freya.
Yeah, sure. In a little bit, Big Bad. Freya, which is our last character. I think she was 5'4" or 5'2". She's 16. She's very short. She's very young. Jet black hair, bright purple eyes, like the rest of the Thalian family. Rather slender and very lithe. Constantly wearing full leather armor without any of the furs. So it's an actual proper bloody. What's the word? Tanned leather, as opposed to the hide that everybody else wears. And just with a simple fur coat over the top of it. She's a little bit more mischievous, a little bit more rebellious, and really is not a big fan of the culture in general that these guys have. She's a much bigger fan for the new ways that are coming through. So yeah, I think with that, I'm gonna have to go to bed, guys.
All right.
Thank
you, Boomer. You're amazing. We love you. Thank you so much.
Love you, Boomer.
Love you all, guys.
Good night, man.
Good night.
Good night.
Even buddy, even Rooney's is saying good night, guys.
Yeah.
Are we playing tomorrow again?
Yes, we're playing tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we are playing tomorrow.
What time?
What time?
I'm available anytime, but we need to choose.
Krista, when can you roll out of bed?
I can roll out of bed whenever.
Okay, perfect.
Like,
Alright, I feel like we should get it like as early as possible, like if that works
And
for
so
everyone.
I can go for like 80, which is like 1 hour 30 earlier than what I showed up. Like when
Okay, how about this? Here's an idea, Trista. You roll out of bed. You send us a message and saying, "Hey, I'm awake," and then we'll set it for about half hour, 40 minutes past then.
Okay.
Fair enough.
We do have every intention of finding a proper weekly schedule to play it on, But for right now, these guys are just too fucking rabid, and they won't give me the chance to do proper fucking prep work. So they're kind of just playing whatever the fuck they want to.
We're hungry. We need it.
We want more D&D.
Yeah,
Give us more.
I do
We
want to
cannot
prepare.
escape.
Why would you let me prepare?
You want sleep? No.
Yeah, nah. So, Boomer, we appreciate your work. We know we're pulling your leg. But definitely we'll definitely get a more weekly schedule so you have some time to prepare.
Yeah, that's for
if
sure.
not weekly, fortnightly.
Yeah.
You know, like
I found out tonight that we don't need combat, so who the fuck needs Arkenforge?
Yeah.
That roleplay the entire time.
I want some.
Alright.
Why
Love you, man.
these are all combat?
I know, it's intentional. Fuck you in particular.
Yeah.
Guys, see ya.
You
Alright.
cheeky
Love you
fucker.
guys. Good night. Thank
Good
you,
night.
Big Bear, for hanging
Sleep
around for
well.
the whole stream. Really appreciate it, man. We'll see you
Incredible.
tomorrow. Keep an eye on the Twitch notifications. Yes, just put Doggeroth in front of them. Let's not do that.
Oh, I
Totally
keep forgetting to do this. Eric has a mohawk kind of hairstyle where he shaved the side of his head, and he has tattoos on the side of his head, tattoos on his eyes, like around this section of his face, and some right here. His beard also goes around to about there, and it's been braided down the sides.
I also forgot to say a few details.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna just turn my cam off quickly so you guys can do that.
Great.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Oh yes.
Yost has a has like you know how you have like war paint and you put it like on your face. He has a birthmark that's sort of like that on his face, and on his left ear he has one long golden earring.
One long golden. There you go.
Yeah, and that's the T.
Oh, and the mohawk goes all the way down to his back, down to about there, and that it's been braided and hangs over the side sometimes.
Big Bad.
Otherwise, it's kept under.
Listen, we can't wait to show you our character art.
Ah,
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be incredible. But yeah. Definitely tune back in.
Yeah, no. So we are playing again tomorrow night. Well, about 3 hours.
Oh, you say
Earlier?
3 hours.
It's
3
gonna
hours
be
earlier.
longer.
Oh, yeah, 3 hours
It's probably
earlier,
gonna be-
yeah,
It's
yeah.
probably gonna be 5.
It's gonna
Say the
be.
session.
To be honest.
It's gonna be a long session. It's gonna be fucking great. That's why
Yeah.
I'm saying tonight's session was episode 1.5. So
I'm
Now
gonna have
that
to
me and
pause it.
Lecca on break,
Yeah.
it means it's
Oh.
yeah.
it's
You know what
never
that
gonna stop.
That literally means that I have to now combine episode 1 with episode 1.5 before I release it on YouTube.
Oh yeah, we're all gonna jump off and do
You
some
don't
other
have
things,
to. You
so-
can wait for episode 2 and just like sort of do
Combine
that,
them,
and then
yeah.
just make an extra like big.
Yeah, I'll see. I can combine it to episode 1 because episode 1 only went for what 3 hours, 3.5 hours,
Yeah.
if that.
Just
If that.
I'll edit out all the parts that are like
see the thing
white noise.
is that Yost doesn't like being wrong. So the fact that you said that his bird is like the wrong sex,
I didn't
he's
say
gonna-
that. I didn't say that. All I said was, "You sure?"
Is it though?
No, because
You
of the
sure about that?
perception. Because the perception thing I lost. So now it's the other one. So now he's gonna
Tristan, I apologize. You're gonna have fun with this.
be. He's not gonna be happy.
I just stopped recording. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway,
Um,
thank you so much for hanging out tonight with us, Big Bad. It's been an absolute pleasure having you in the chat, my dude. Thank you so much.
Yeah, definitely. You can, if you catch us on OCD, you can describe it to us in there. You can describe.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, would love to hear about him or her.
Fucking hell.
All right.
Whatever it is. All right.
All right.
Good night,
Thank
guys.
you so much, everybody. Good night. Stream's going down.
Bye.
We will see you tomorrow.
In the next one.
In the next
Oh,
one.
in the
Oh,
next
oh.